Hello,
Hello,
everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
We're back.
Hello.
We're
Did you
back.
know your front door is open?
Come on.
Oh, we have to do the
I'm
intro.
not PewDiePie.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I did a stream where I played the new dating game. We'll talk about it in a minute.
Oh, yeah.
But
Okay,
I played that
yeah,
new
yeah,
dating
we'll
game
talk
that
about
came out, and for Oxob's character, I gave him like the hot diggity demon PewDiePie voice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, first you tried to imitate my voice.
Yeah, and it
was
didn't
just
so work.
Bad.
It was so bad. I couldn't. But then I wait, that voice is.
Then you
funny.
went for PewDiePie.
I did because it was
made
funny.
me sound like an old man or something.
It's like, hello.
That sounds exactly
Anyway.
like him, honestly. But anyways,
know, right?
Welcome everyone to Dojocast episode 32. Today we have Oxob with us, an old man now. I would assume. I mean, he's been.
I would
with us.
assume.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
almost as old as you guys.
almost.
I think
Yeah.
you're catching on us, right? Is that how
Yeah.
linear time works? So you're like eventually we'll get to our same age?
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I'm gaining on you.
Yeah. I've stopped.
Yeah.
Like 10 years ago. So
I'm good to stop now. I'd like to stop now.
yeah.
Yeah, same.
Man.
But yeah, Oxob, how are you doing, man? Nice of you to join us.
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm tired, but
Hey,
Yeah.
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 All
I
of
think it
us.
should be mentioned what time it is for Oxob. It's like 4 a.m. for him.
Yeah,
yeah, it's
No,
4 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
dude,
did
shout
sleep
out.
for 2 hours before this.
Oh, that's plenty. That's fine.
phenomenal.
That's a
Yeah,
full. You're
that's all
good.
you need.
Mhm.
What?
Um,
A solid 2 hours? I think that's normal, right?
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
okay.
But yeah, we were talking before this. But why are you tired, Stone? Because I think
Oh my god, dude. Okay. So I had to get 6 yards of dirt because I'm putting 4 garden boxes in my backyard. And to put that perspective, it's like 8 full truckloads of dirt. And I had to move it one load of a wheelbarrow at a time from my front yard to my backyard. And it took me like 5-6 hours of just doing that. And I came inside and I went to go lift. I went to go scratch my head. I laid down on the couch. My body's destroyed. I go to scratch my head. And I put my arm up and my arm didn't make it. It just got halfway there and just fell. And I was like, oh no. And so I just leaned my head down and scratched. I accepted defeat. My body is just barely functioning. So sitting in a chair is ideal right now.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I was pulling weeds the other day too, because like I let my weeds grow until they become like full on trees.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
and
the way to
then-
do it.
The only time I pick my weeds is like when it rains really hard, and like where I live, that's like once a year.
So you go out there and start ripping stuff out of the ground.
Yeah, you're just ripping trees and bushes out of it.
Ripping whole ass trees out.
Yeah. But yeah.
That's great. I mean,
You
it's good
guys
to get
don't
it
get
out.
snow, right?
I get it like 0 to 2 times per year, and out of those 0 to 2 times per year, it has like a coin flips chance at sticking.
Yeah. Same here, man.
Funny
Yeah.
you mentioned that. It snowed like crazy all day today.
No
Yeah.
way.
Most
Yeah,
people in
dude.
the east are getting hammered with snow, I've heard.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Dude, if it weren't for all the catastrophes it causes here, I would love to just enjoy the snow. But like, no one knows how to drive in the snow here. Our infrastructure just
Yeah.
collapses, trees break houses, because like it's never used to having the weight of snow on it and all this stuff. So it's like
Yeah.
cataclysmic if we get like 4 inches of snow.
Jesus.
Should visit Sweden sometime.
Oh, I
It's
would
not-
love to.
Is Sweden nice? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, we have plenty of snow,
Dang.
and we
it
get
looks-
the northern lights.
Oh, cool. I only see
Very
that in video
nice.
games.
Dude, you get screensaver in 4K? That's crazy.
Yeah,
Wild.
it's beautiful.
Announcements.
Yeah.
Get him.
Something's going on with the dojo, you guys. I mean,
Something. Can't quite put my hand on it, but there's
yeah, what
something
happened?
going on.
What happened? Our latest upload?
Oh.
I didn't even upload this, dude. Like, someone went into our account and this dropped.
Yeah, wait, what is
Hey,
this?
What is this?
What's happening? Why is the dojo all decrepit?
It's
Oh.
dead. That honestly looks like our house, like in real life.
House IRL.
It's
Ooh,
Time?
Honest.
Time?
Honest.
Ooh. I love ominous timers, dude.
Aw,
They're my
man.
favorite.
Yeah,
And
so there's a
now-
giant timer above our house now. I don't know what that's counting down to.
That's
Can't
but,
sleep.
okay.
Really loud sound.
yeah, if you go to
Ooh.
Hyunsdojo.com, it also
Go in
has
there.
that same timer. Yeah.
ooh.
Yeah,
So
it's a
we're
little
all
cut
kinda
off.
just-
Oh,
Oh,
Raw,
yeah,
you lied. It's less. It's the number says 6.
it's yeah.
It's-
less. It's not the same.
Yeah, can I zoom
yeah.
out a little bit? Oh no, the timer just gets smaller. Dang. Oh,
Oh, okay. Hey, that's fine. Hey, you know what? Good enough.
I get the idea.
You get the idea. Time. Yeah.
But yeah, what do you guys
Ooh.
think is gonna happen? I honestly don't know. What could
I
don't
think-
know.
I think that it's gonna blow up. Because what else would a timer?
That's
be
what I was
for,
gonna
right?
say.
honestly,
Yeah.
that's what I
Just a
think.
big explosion.
Yeah. Just becomes an
It's
internet
the
black
end of the
hole.
dojo.
I mean,
Just sucks
something,
it in.
something's gonna be booming by the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
So yeah, next announcement. Someone
Yes,
take this over.
Oh, I
take
can-
This is a
you
tenna.
actually-
This is a tenna.
I
Yeah.
just did a 2.5 hour long live stream on my second channel where I played what is a very high quality dojo dating simulator.
What?
Oh man,
Yeah,
we all
yeah.
knew this was coming eventually.
Oh
man.
yeah, eventually. I
We
believe they,
did.
They they teased it on April Fools, I believe, and then they've just been they've been quietly working on it in the background. And then yesterday on Valentine's Day they released it. And
Oh,
it's
on
that's
V-Day?
really
nice.
high
that's kinda
quality.
cool. Holy, this is really well. What?
So you
The art
can
looks
I
really
love
good.
you can play this on PC with itch.io, or they also have a link on Newgrounds where you can play. They have a Twitter account where they update.
That's
all this
wild,
stuff.
dude.
Yeah.
And
it's
you can
really a high
watch
quality game.
Athena's VOD.
Yeah,
can
you
watch
can watch
Anna's
you can
VOD
watch
of
my
it
VOD
for-
if you want. I voice act the whole thing and I regret it.
Oh my.
Okay, so I don't have much experience with dating sims, obviously, right? So
Yeah.
like, what is the point of playing a dating sim? What's like you just trying to marry some your characters, or
It's just fantasizing, you know. I don't get it personally, but it was enjoyable.
oh yeah, it would be enjoyable.
You've been sold into this now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a level 99 relationship with Oxob. I'm
Though,
gonna max it out.
Minor disclaimer for some of you: there is alcohol and some swearing in there, but it doesn't go past that. It's overall very wholesome and cute.
Okay,
That's good.
nice.
So
Cool.
All
turn
right.
this back
Well,
on.
yeah. If you guys want to play that, wait, should we link this? I can link this, right?
Yeah,
you
link it.
can link that.
Hyun's Dojo Sakura Love.
Sakura Love, I think. One second.
Sakura.
Let me also give you the
Sakura.
itch.io link. One second.
Yeah. We'll
That's
put the
wild.
itch link as well in the description
That's
if you guys
wild.
want to play that. Is free? Is it free?
It is free.
It's a free video game, you guys. So if you ever wanted,
Oh, and apparently it's also just a demo. So they're gonna do more.
dude, just stop.
That's insane, dude.
Yeah, I support it. I think it's fun.
Oh, and Stone's in it too.
Yeah, Stone's
I
in
did
it. You're in it,
Oh, shot.
but I'm not in it.
Stone's in it.
That's
I take
crazy.
offense. I take direct offense.
Yet, Hatena.
Oh,
Yet.
God.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
it's
just not
gonna
You know,
be
I
in
don't.
it.
I don't know if I want to be in it. To be fair.
You're in
I
the
don't wanna
final.
be
You're the final
dateable.
boss.
You can be in the DLC later, dude.
You're in the
Don't worry.
DLC. You're in the expansion.
Oh, man.
Well,
shall we
Anyways,
get
shall we-
started?
yeah. Let's dig in to today's episode. So, Mr. Oxob, how about you introduce yourself and tell us a little about what you do and what you're known for?
Well, my name is Oxob, or well, my alias is Oxob.
Oxob.
My real name is
Oh,
Johannes.
yeah, so...
Uh,
Hi.
hi. So what do? I animate and I arm wrestle, and that's mostly what I do.
That's a really unique combo: arm wrestling and animating.
Yeah, and work. I mean, I'm a pretty normal guy mostly. It's just that I have strange hobbies.
Who doesn't?
That's what I tell people.
Oh, and I have a weird job too. I work as a grave digger.
Yeah. And
Whoa.
what's your arm wrestling name as well? Aren't you like
Well,
Oxob the Grave Digger?
They have called me that because it was cool.
It is cool. It is cool.
That's cool.
That's an awesome name, and you have reasoning for it.
Yeah, you actually are a grave digger. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you do? Wait, is it? Wait, hold on. Because like when I think
you
grave
didn't know
digger,
this yet?
I think I did, but then I completely forgot. But like, I can't even imagine what a gravedigger does. Like, all I imagine when I hear gravedigger is like Yorick from League of Legends or Thumpy. What's his name? Thumpy from Zelda or something. Where the requirement is you have to have a shovel over your shoulder.
Yeah.
And you just walk around at night, like middle of the night, digging graves, right?
Yeah,
Well-
you're imagining like an Undertaker with a top hat, black.
Yeah,
Yes.
with the lantern.
Yeah,
with
and
the
he has a cue, and if he hits you with it, a bunch of little ghouls come out of the ground and they attack you, and you have to like bop them over the head to get them off you. That's exactly what his day-to-day job is.
Yeah, it doesn't look like that.
Yeah, I mean, like, what does it actually look like? That kind of. I mean, we're going off topic already, but
It doesn't matter, dude. It's all about.
It's a
We're
cool
getting in topic. Yeah, what?
But I mean, it's mostly gardening work because, there's a lot of grass to cut and there's flowers to take care of. So it's mostly gardening, but there's also digging graves, and we dig with an excavator, not just a shovel.
Oh, that's a big
Got it.
difference because that would
Yeah.
suck if you had to hand dig. Because those holes have to be deep, don't they? Like
Yeah, from
that's
like
suck by shoveling.
you
I
should
don't
hire
know,
Stone,
they-
man. He's been shoveling dirt.
No, dude, I could never.
Couple days.
He would hate me. I'd be halfway through the day complaining. He's like, "What? This guy's useless. Are you kidding me?" I'd be over there. My body! My body hurts.
no, but you can sit in the excavator.
True. That's
Yeah, I'd just be in there taking a fat nap. So.
In the ground.
Oh, okay. In the coffin.
What are you doing? I'm burying you. Shush! You're gonna wake the neighbors.
Oh my god.
But yeah, it's getting more common with cremations. So you just bury a urn.
Oh, that's
That-
gotta be way
yeah.
easier.
I mean,
Huh.
Yeah, and those you dig by hand.
true.
Wow. Well, to segue back to our back on track here, I guess. How did you get started in animation, and when?
If we're going to my very first animations,
Yeah.
I made a claymation. Oh,
Oh,
no, you don't.
This
I
is
thought
a
that's what
claymation?
you were gonna show.
no.
Wait,
we
No,
don't have
you
that.
that's my
it?
first. That's my first Flash animation.
But you had impact. You had wait, hold on. You had actual impact effects on your first animation. That's crazy.
No, I did it in school. Let's see. Can I actually find
But
this?
you actually have impact frames. The circle.
Yeah.
You
The
actually
circle
Oh, yeah,
showed
that.
impact. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's
Oh,
an
yeah.
effect. Yeah, that's an
Revolutionary.
What does
Yeah.
that say?
My first win.
Yay, my first
Yeah,
win.
my first win.
effect.
Let's
Yeah, that's
go.
adorable.
And you
Yeah,
just
so yeah, that was my first Flash animation, and that was after I'd seen Hyun's tutorials.
dude, and you stuck
Oh
with the
my
blue.
god, dude.
You
You can't
stuck with
escape
the
it.
blue.
You can't escape it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Oh.
just the basic blue color, and I've stuck with that basic blue color.
Yeah.
The code is 0000FF.
There you go. That's the way to
There
do
you
it.
go. Yeah. Never changed since. Never looked back.
Yeah, and like I should really change the color because it's so popping. Just
No, it's
pure
perfect.
Well,
blue.
it's so iconic now.
It's great. Yeah, now you
fits.
can't.
Yeah, now it is iconic.
Wait,
It's
how
like
old were
the
you?
red for sure.
How old were you when you made this?
The first one, I must have been 13. No,
13.
I'm thinking wrong.
It's got to be 12.
No, wait, hold on. That was 2009. So that's, I guess I was
Wow.
15.
Oh,
15.
oh
Hey, there you
wow!
go.
Hey, that's in
Yeah.
the Hyun pocket. We'll put that in the Hyun belt.
Yeah, it's a little closer
Yeah.
to mine.
Oh, look.
Yeah, most everyone starts between 10 and 12 for some reason. Everyone we talk to, it's like, yeah, 10, 11, 12. And then Hyun was 18, and there's very few outliers, and we're now in the Hyun school, in the Hyun bucket.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, 15 is still
Yeah,
very
I
young,
start-
though.
Oh,
It
it
is.
is. Absolutely.
That's kind of like at the age where I expect people to start, like around 13 or 15, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Um,
But to be fair, I did some other, like I mentioned, claymation, and I did one PowerPoint thingy. But
yeah, dude, the PowerPoint era was insane, man. We were all
Yeah.
making PowerPoint animations back then because there's
That's
no
what we had.
programs. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
was it camcorders too? Just like recording and pausing and recording and pausing. Like, how did you do
Yeah.
that?
Almost like that, yeah. You're like, wait, I can just leave it on? Yeah, just leave it on. No way! So did you... Okay, here's the other thing that usually what happens is people tend to have an animation that stuck out when they were first getting into it that kind of put them over the edge to actually animate. Do you remember what the first animation or what the animation you saw that like triggered you to actually go try it?
Drunken Stick.
Oh!
No,
Yeah,
another one.
again.
We got another one, dude.
Like it-
Another one.
I was a hardcore
Another
Hyun
one.
fan.
Dang.
I mean,
Oh,
I'm still a
no.
Hyun fan, but I was
Oh
like,
man,
Hey,
dude,
me
I
too,
know how
man.
happy that makes me, dude.
Oh,
There's a lot
no.
of people who are like, dude, I was a huge Hyun fan, but you know, not anymore.
But now you've fallen off.
No, but I'm still a
dude,
Hyun
yo, get
fan.
that off the screen, please.
No.
man.
Drunken
Get that
Stick
off
Oh,
was
the
it's
so
beautiful.
big, dude.
Let's
it was
watch
so
it.
big.
Hyun,
No, don't watch it. No,
Imagine
skip it, skip it.
this. Imagine this. You inspired clearly so many people to start animating who have become legends in the community and in the anime industry. So what happens if we keep showing it?
No, there's better things to watch than this thing.
But
Yeah.
what if this
The
is it? What if
choreography
this
is
is
so
the
good.
thing?
You never know. You never know, dude.
Oh,
It's I've showed my
we'll move
father
it.
this.
All
I
right,
love the
moving
choreography
on.
in this.
So good, dude.
Okay, let's move on to the community aspect because you've been with this for like, I mean, since Stick Page, right? But like
No, fluid animes.
Fluid Items. Was there any communities that you joined like before that, or was that kind of like your first community?
No, it's my
online?
first, or about first animation community that I joined.
Got it.
Before,
Got it.
I mean, there was a community for finding cheats in games. I was part of one of those.
Just finding
Whoa.
cheats.
Yeah, but
No way.
yeah, Fluid Animes was my first animation community. That was in 2009.
How did you find that? Just like
Yeah.
through...
You linked Fluid Animes in your animations.
Dang, yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's your
The sponsorship
fault.
worked.
That's for you, Stone. That one.
Atta
was for you,
boy.
buddy.
Let's go, dude.
And all
That's
those
awesome.
preloaders and the intros
Uh-huh.
and whatnot.
Hey, advertising works.
That was the
Yeah.
only way. There was no
Yeah.
social media. You didn't just like
Yeah.
spend any time looking at videos. They had to like be like get to you.
Dude,
I like-
preloaders were goaded.
They were.
Yeah. And also, like, when I joined, I was trying to figure out how the RHG system worked. I was like, but what button do I click to initiate fight? So, trying to figure out the forums and whatnot. But eventually I got it.
They were not intuitive, by the way. Forums as a whole were never designed for like what we were using them for. Really, they were usually like for answering questions about a product on some website where you just like, here's my problem with this thing, and people can
Yeah,
just
like
read
tech
it. You know?
support.
Yeah, really, forums were
Yeah.
just tech support, and then we've like adopted them into community boards, and
Yeah.
so they were not designed for like the average perusing. They were not fun.
But it was so much fun.
It was
Yeah, it was.
eventually.
I want to
I
go
mean-
back to that time.
It's so
you remember?
hard.
I mean, that's how some people chatted. Like you remember, like slow chat,
Oh
and all
yeah.
that stuff.
Oh
like,
yeah.
People would just sit there, write messages, and then like refresh every like 3 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah,
and then
that's what I was doing.
yeah, that's how we would chat back then.
Yep. A global general chat where you would just write something and wait minutes for anyone who could have potentially been looking in the area to see your message.
Yeah, that was pretty insane.
Yeah. And back then, like that's how I started off in the community. I didn't join XChat until like after at least a year, I think.
Oh yeah, XChat was
maybe even 2.
XChat, yeah, XChat was really.
So
cool
what I
too.
did was the friends I made. At first, I was just talking to them on, I think it was MSN Messenger,
that makes sense. Yeah.
and then it was like Yahoo, eventually Skype. But that was after I joined XChat IRC.
Yeah. Skype was new at some point, and then
Dude,
now it's
yeah, dude, Skype was so good back then. Dude.
It was so
good.
Can't believe it's just dead now. I mean, I don't think it's
just
dead.
gone
right?
completely. It died so fast. It was like a really, really integral part of communicating online, and then just poof, just evaporated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I started to get messages from so many bots.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
I just remember Discord coming in and suddenly being the primary means of online communication. Despite
Yeah, it
not
was
having a
adopted
focus
pretty
on
fast.
gaming, it just kind of became everything.
Well, IRC and those kind of chats were like clunky, like to set up, and they were clunky to like get you into the channel. And then separately, you would have Skype, and so you're chatting with random like people on IRC, and then if you really wanted to talk to somebody, you went on Skype. And then Discord's like, oh, here's both, and it's easier.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, done.
It's crazy how just different technologies evolve and then they just completely take over,
Mm-hmm.
and then the other one just dies off.
Wait, 1 second. What we're watching right now, that is the old Fluid Anims loader.
Wait, where?
That is a recording
Oh yeah.
Wait,
of
yes.
the
go back.
Yeah, it's a
loader?
recording.
I can see the BSC
Yes.
ad. What the hell?
Oh my! I see.
That's the
it.
best sequence execution at underneath in the loader, underneath it, I could put an ad or I could put like a novel graphic that I made. And so when we had competitions like the BSC, I would put that and it would link straight to the forum from the viewer, from the pop-out viewer. That's crazy.
Wait,
Yeah.
that's sick. The heck?
I screen recorded that animation because we didn't have swivel back then.
Yeah.
Oh my great
Damn.
googly moogly. That's right.
Crazy. When was Swivel made or released?
Like
Long
I don't
time
know.
ago.
2015-ish, like 2 years,
Yeah.
give or take,
Wow.
2015.
So like right before I joined the community. That's awfully
Yeah.
convenient for me.
Probably. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was revolutionary because
Wow.
like
It was
everyone
really
was
big.
just screen recording their animations, and like
Yeah, there was no good way to get it to YouTube.
and also nobody's computer was good back then.
Mm.
So
Yeah,
if
so
your
there'd be points
animation
where it would
had
just lag
like
a little bit.
yeah, if your
Mhm.
animation was like had any filter or like size at all,
You were just cooked.
your animation would just be recorded at like 12 FPS.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or it would just completely freeze at that spot and then just blink to wherever it buffered to after the fact. And you're like, oh, that would have been a cool effect to watch. Probably.
Also, fun fact: the animation we're watching, it's made in Flash MX 2004.
Oh,
Yes, dude.
Dang.
MX was great.
Yeah.
MX
So
was
whenever
good.
there's a blur, I did that in Photoshop.
Yeah, you had to. I was
Oh,
gonna say
whoa.
if that's in MX, because the only reason why we even changed to 8 was because of the blur being added to
Yeah.
movie clips. That was like, no way, that's like insane. But you know what's funny is I was gonna mention that because I could tell based off of the smoothing of these stick figures that it's MX. The
Oh, really?
way that the smoothing it handles feet and like behind the knee
Yeah.
is definitely an MX thing. The smoothing was just a little bit different.
Yeah.
Dang.
So that was kind of my style back then, and it's so ugly.
Hey,
So
look, I'm in the
cool.
credit. Wait, oh no, that's Hippo.
Oh, you're an
Hell?
inspiration. You're an inspiration.
Oh, there I am. There I am.
Inspiration! Dude.
Oh
you
yeah, I
could-
spelled it wrong.
Yeah.
You could tell it's like 12 or 18 FPS too because of the credits. That's like the only way to
No,
identify
no,
it.
no. It's 24.
Oh, is it just because the recording? It looks slower.
Yeah.
Yeah,
recording.
okay.
Recording, yeah.
It is the recording.
Dang.
That's funny.
Man.
So like like during your time in the community, what was kind of like your big moment where your first big animation that kind of put you on the map in regards to our community? Do you remember that?
Well, I'd say I have a few different ones. I know the first one that got featured on Fluid Animes. That was Hammer Todd.
Are you
Oh my
serious?
What?
Hammer Todd was the first thing to be featured?
God. Oh,
Yes.
That's insane. Because I remember Hammer Todd being like newer and you trying something different from like
No, but
my perspective.
Yeah, but that was Hammer Todd Begins, I think.
Oh.
The first Hammer Todd is just this short thing that he's playing right now.
Yeah, look at that.
I
Little
remember this. Bring it on!
Yes.
Oh, dude, that side angle was crazy. I remember that when the first time that happened to me when I was watching, I was like, "Whoa!" Because you turned it sideways, it's just a circle.
Yeah. So that's
I
the
literally
first
think
one.
I featured it based off that. I'm not even joking. That swing into right, it was like right after
Wow.
the first swing.
Oh,
Right
yeah.
there was why you got featured.
Yeah.
I was like, "Whoa!"
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was just really proud of how I managed to, like, even though it's so ridiculous, such a tiny character
That's
lifting
the
that
big appeal of him.
heavy
though.
object. Yeah, I just feel like the physics look good though.
They
even
do,
though it
they
doesn't make
do.
sense.
Yeah, so this is
That
like
was so
shortly
funny.
after you started too. It's 2010.
Yeah, I was super proud of this. So, and people found it funny, so I kept using that character.
I love just how fast it is.
It's
Yeah,
genuinely.
it's
I mean,
so
if you look at
fast.
the run loops of the characters, it's like they run way too fast.
Yeah, they're all singles.
Yeah,
Because
they're
you don't
just-
Yeah, it's
double
all
frame.
singles,
That's
man.
weakness.
That's-
Double framing is a weakness.
That's what we used to do
Yeah.
back then. It was all singles.
But then
Hmm.
my first animation that really popped off, I guess it's Oxo versus Fox and Q.
Is that
That's
your first?
Ooh, yeah.
It's the first one that got over 1 million views on YouTube.
Whoa,
Dang, over 1 million.
that's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember this was one of the first ones that I saw when I
Clan
was like
style. I remember the
when
clan
I was
style.
searching stick fights on YouTube. This is one of the first ones that showed up at the time.
That must be why I got so many views too. Like stick
it's
fights
like-
as a generic.
It
search
is just
reviewer
like
on
such a
top of that.
classic, and it's a great intro to like RHG too.
It is.
Yeah.
Dang, I remember first watching this like such a long time ago.
Yeah.
It was just
Oh
like
man, look at you.
both characters were just so cool.
Yeah.
I wonder who's the guy that animated Fox and Q or had Fox and Q?
Kid K.
That was
Kid
Kid K. Yeah,
Kid K. Yeah, Kid K.
And they're back.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
Wait.
now he goes by Ninja K.
Yeah.
wait, he's
something.
back?
Yeah, they've been
Yeah.
in the Dojocast chat before.
Dude, I'm telling
Wait,
you.
re-
it's
oh
like
yeah,
water.
dude, I can't make connections.
telling
off.
you.
Bro.
Wait, that's so cool then. If he's actually back, what the heck?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was gonna make an animation too, but he never finished it.
It'll
Yeah,
happen.
yeah, he better finish it. Man.
The older we get,
He
you gotta
will
give us one more
finish
time.
it.
he
Yeah, it's
will
gonna be
finish.
finished.
When did I release this?
This is 13. I think this is 2012. Yeah, 2012.
Wow.
No, so like 13 years after he's gonna release it.
There you go.
Oh,
Right on
amazing.
time.
Yeah.
A wizard arrives.
Sorry, a little late,
exactly.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess this is a pretty good segue into the next part then, because like, how did you first get the idea for your RHG character then? Because you had this as your first battle, but obviously
Mhm.
Oxob had to exist first.
Yeah, I mean, I created him for my first battle. But if you
That shot.
look at my very first animation, I tried to like keep that and just
It's yeah,
Away
because
from
he did like an electric punch. Going back to your like first or second one, you saw there was like a little charge up.
yeah.
Mm.
I was like, oh my god! So he really was like your original thought, like your very first thing that came to mind character, then refined as you got better.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I mean, it started just with kind of like super energy punches, super powerful. It didn't start with electricity. You kind of just see like,
Yeah.
like just an aura or whatever.
Right.
but eventually it moved more into just electricity because it was simpler and it just looked better when I animated electricity
So cool.
over whatever I was doing before.
I have a question. So, when did you first like started adding those mittens? You know what I'm saying? Those gauntlets.
gloves.
Yeah, the gloves. Because I know that is more of like
Yeah.
a recent thing, right? Like an
Yeah,
addition.
I struggled drawing that for the thumbnail. Screw you.
I mean, for my fight animations, I've never done it.
Wait,
It's
really?
Yeah, it's only for artwork.
Yep.
Well,
Wait,
what
you're
was this?
right.
Oxob's
I was gonna.
demonstration.
If
I
I
was
were
gonna-
to go back on
Yeah.
every frame and add it, I would die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or well, there I do have them just for a.
Oh yeah, there it
But this
is.
is like
Stationary
later
pose.
too. Like this is like
Yeah.
way
Yeah,
past
this is
the
2013.
origins.
Yeah.
Oh wow! I thought this was like way later.
Dude,
Wait, this is a
you were
long
improving
time.
real fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I was improving quite fast during the BSC that I joined.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Because then it was like constantly having to try and improve to win the rounds.
Wait, I don't think I've seen this animation because I don't
I
remember
remember
him having
this.
gloves at all until.
I remember that right there.
recently.
So okay, if you go back to that, the aura that he had around him, so that was actually a time. That's a timepiece for me. So that specific kind of radial gradient. I don't know if you'll remember this, Oxob, but at the time, Phil or Turquoise just started doing like those kind of like radial gradients where they're an orb like that, because it was like the invert of what we normally would do for trails, and he started doing that with the circular thing on the ground.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that was like that's like a total timepiece thing of us slowly figuring things out. I don't know if that's your thing or you were looking at his thing, but I remember that was so cool because it adds that like third dimensional depth that we just were lacking in a million ways.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, it might have been inspired by something he made. I don't quite remember where I got the idea from. Might have been Phil.
Dang, look at that. Wait,
Also,
what is-
they're
yeah.
not gloves. They're his actual hands.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
they're like cyborg. Yeah.
Did you not
Yeah,
see
Oxob's a
Oxob
cyborg.
Origins?
I did see Oxob Origins.
God,
Are
it's
you
a cyborg.
sure?
I did. I didn't know they were. Well, yeah, I know they were his actual hands, but like they're still like
Yeah.
mechanical, right? Kind of.
Yeah.
'Cause they got,
Everyone
like-
calls it gloves. I'm like, they're not gloves.
Those are his hands.
They're
Yeah.
What do you
This
call
is
them?
Prosthetics.
I don't even know what to call them.
Yeah.
Prosthetics.
Prosthetics
Okay.
would be the best way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or do you call it prosthetics when he's a cyborg?
Not
get-
as
actually, it's hard. That's hard. That's actually where's the line? You know, because like technically, I guess a prosthetic would be when it doesn't have, it has limited
doesn't
function. I
improve.
guess.
No,
As limited,
I
like,
think a
a
prosthetic is
movement?
just something artificial to replace a limb that you've lost.
So it's both.
So it's like
I think cyborg is an improvement.
oh,
I think Cyborg uses prosthetics,
yes. I think that might
but
be
it's a
the
general
word we're
term
looking for.
if you're like half robot essentially.
Yeah.
But I'd still call those little hands of yours prosthetics. Why is one of them gold though? I think I missed that.
That's the
Yeah,
cool
yeah.
one.
too.
Yeah.
Cool decision.
So the idea here is that Gilded Guy left one of his gauntlets at Jade's place, and
Mhm.
Jade destroyed Oxob's gauntlets and rebuilt them. So one of them is rebuilt with Gilded Guy's gauntlet.
Oh my gosh.
That's sick.
Dude, the
I love that.
lore
That's
is
cool.
crazy.
I had a
love
feeling
that.
it had something to do with Gilded Guy.
Yes.
Wait, so it's gold because it's actually Gilded Guy's what's it called?
Gauntlet.
Gloves? I don't
Doesn't
know.
he like use
Gauntlet.
like coins, like little coins or something to fix stuff, right?
Yeah, he uses the Dojo gold coins to fix his armor.
Yeah, Dojo doinks. Doinks and then he
Doinks.
Doinks.
busts out the pen
Doinks.
and then he dude, that's so cool.
trying to see the first time.
Wait, have you had an animation that like shows that, or is that just kind of like background lore?
In Oxob Insight.
I'm so good at this.
Tennis trying to hunt it. I'm so good at this.
I knew he was going to say this.
Yeah.
Yep, there it is.
Oh, it is there. What the
Yeah.
heck?
Yes.
How did I not notice that?
On his left hand.
God damn, he's got some.
I also almost messed that up in the
Or
thumbnail.
Oh yeah. You're very.
Oh yeah.
observant.
Wait, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, for speaking of like Oxob origins and stuff like that, like your recent animation like focuses a lot more on stories compared to like your older animations, you know, where it's just like a 2D fight happening. Is that kind of like your future I don't know, decision making now when it comes to telling Oxob's story? Is it going to be more story based from now on?
Well, when it comes to Oxob's story, I'm not sure how many more stories I'm going to make because I don't have quite the drive anymore.
Got it.
But it depends on the kind of inspiration I get. For Oxob's Insight, I got the idea as soon as you announced the Chosen One tournament, and I was inspired all the way through.
Yeah, I'm glad that kind of inspired you to, you know, tell more of the story of your character, because a lot of people really like your character too.
Yeah. Also, you know, a big prize pool helps.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But and I am working on another RHG animation. You know, Oxob versus Umbrella.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
But I've been working on it for like 5 years, and it's been very much on and off.
5 years.
Can we pause for 1 second on that part of the animation?
Yeah.
Can we go back to the red? I gotta know that is, knowing you, Ox. That's got to be frame by frame, right?
Or this rotation scene?
Well,
No. Where the guy disintegrates a little bit ahead. A little
Yes.
forward.
Okay.
That right there.
That's
Is that
frame
all
by
frame by frame?
it's each particle frame by
Yeah,
frame.
I knew it.
Oh,
I knew
And,
it. When I saw that, I'm like, I know he did it, dude. He's insane, like me.
You can see some of them go behind him and some in front.
Yep.
That's
Oh, yeah.
Oh my, why do you guys do this, man? Like, nobody notices these little
I
details,
noticed. I noticed it immediately. I was like, yeah, hell yeah, brother. Spend 3 weeks on that. Worth it.
They
do it because it means they love the craft.
It is, dude.
Nah, dude. You could have just made like 2 graphics and just like copy pasted that a million times, dude.
You know how good he got at it though?
I
in
know.
that process?
I know.
Come
on. Do this.
Yeah, you can tell it is better because
it is better.
I mean,
It's
it's
insanely
Insanely
better.
diminishing returns. But it's
not
better.
even double framed too, man.
No,
it's
it's singles,
not.
dude.
Hyun, I
Singles,
can tell
baby.
that you're just jealous.
Dude, yeah. It wouldn't be an Oxob piece if there wasn't something like that in it, dude. I was so happy when I saw that.
Like,
I was like, oh hell yeah.
If I was sitting there,
I remember what I was watching while I was making that.
Yep, you put on a show, like you just commit. You're like, all right, time to watch all of Dexter.
No, but like
all of
those-
Dexter from
no,
season 1 all
those-
the way to the end while doing this.
Those are the
was
most
Teen
fun.
Titans.
Those are the most fun times to animate when you don't really have to think about what you're animating, and you
Yep, you
just
just turn your brain
go.
off.
You just turn your brain
Yep.
off and you just go.
am I
Oh,
alone?
it's so
Am
fun.
I alone right now? Am I alone?
Yeah, dude, I do the same thing for Blood Effects. I just turn my brain off and just like put a show on, and then I'm like, oh, this is looking great, and then I go
Oh,
back to
man.
watching the show and just keep going.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
Connect with this.
Chat, are you are you seeing this right now? Like, am I the weird one, or am I in the 3 weird people?
I think the difference is you just don't love animation like us, or the process.
yeah, the process.
What
No, but
the
particles are actually just you shut your brain off and you create something beautiful.
Yeah.
Yep, and you're
Dude,
completely free. It doesn't matter how it goes, where it's traveling. There's no like the mark to hit. There's no timing to it. You're just it's all
right.
straight ahead, and you're just
So,
go.
like, how do you tackle this? Like, how what does your mind do when you start to plan this?
The particles?
Yeah, or
Or
any big
uh,
effect shot like this.
well, first off, I just have the image in my brain, and then I have to figure out actually the hard part was figuring out how to disintegrate him,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Mhm.
like without just erasing him frame by frame.
Yeah.
So,
You animated
what
it
I did,
first, right?
yeah, I turned him into a few different
Oh my
layers, and I
God.
masked
Yeah.
them with
They're
like
all different, dude. They're
Yeah.
all different.
Yeah,
Yes,
you didn't.
yeah.
You can't. You don't fake anything.
Yeah, what?
No.
You know what I would have done? I would have just tweened him. I would have linear tweened him out, right?
Yep.
Put a little bit of
Shaped
custom
me.
particles, and then
Yeah.
make one graphic with particles. Spam the ever living daylights out of
Oh,
it.
man.
Call it a day. Make some lunch. And go to bed.
Now you know one that I always think of about particles. One sec.
No, shit. You guys do this for fun, man.
It was in my tribute. It was in Kale's part, because Kale just kept doing these
Kale?
smooth ass effects. I think.
I love Kale.
Let me
I
see.
hope
It
Kale's
might have been
doing well.
closer to the end.
Yeah, Kale's so good, by the way. If you guys don't know Kale.
Like they're really good with their disintegration. What was it?
On the left.
Was it there? I saw someone
On the
disintegrate.
left.
Yeah.
Right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's not nearly as much, man.
yeah, that's not even
still-
that bad. Like, I could do that.
Oh,
But
I
when
don't
they
know.
start turning into petals and then they last for more than like 10 frames
Yeah.
without being
It's
double framed.
crazy. It's
Oh.
crazy work. But like I get it. I cannot stand doing effects personally. I don't like doing them, but I can. It's like I get the process. But this is one of the things where I wouldn't enjoy doing it. I would just be struggling through it trying to get it done.
Therapy, dude.
So there
It's
is
soothing.
massive respect for
Effects
this
are-
shot.
Yeah.
Effects are fun. I wish I
Mhm.
was better at them though.
Yeah.
So
I
we
wish
look
were
at
all
it
better
this
on
and he's saying, man, I wish I was better.
But this is just particles. When you have to add dimensions to your effects, that's when it gets
Mm-hmm.
more tricky,
Mhm.
like explosions
Yeah.
and
Mm-hmm. Depth.
yeah,
Maybe we should,
depth to the effects. That makes
Maybe we
it
should
more
bring on
fun.
like a really. Was it, you know, when we were animating that one time, that one episode?
Yeah.
We should just do like an effects.
Dude, a blood
challenge.
effects?
Oh,
Oh my god, dude, blood effects?
I'd hate that episode.
Yeah.
Hey, I can
Yeah.
guarantee you, I'd be the first one to finish. All right, I'd be
Dude,
the
no,
first
I
one
would
to
spend
finish
the 2 hours and make the most disgusting, fully decked out physics blood explosion ever. This is crazy. This is kind of like looks similar to like the Gilded Guy pipeline, right?
this. Yeah, I feel like you
Oh,
got
yeah.
Gilded Guy inspirations from like your
Oh, yeah, totally.
story animations, right?
Totally.
Came out great.
Yeah. I can, like, we could see that.
Did you guys see the last thing I posted on Twitter?
No.
No, should
No.
we look it up, or can you
Yeah,
link it in the
let me
chat?
try and pull that up.
Yeah, it's another one of these practices. It's for the what's his name? Howard something.
How do I answer?
animator. Yeah, he has this monthly challenge thing.
Oh,
For
he
this,
does.
yeah, for this month it was emotions. So I tried something out.
Ooh, emotions. That's a tough one.
Motions, I
I
suck.
love facial animation.
Ooh.
That's cool. That's cool. That dude, this almost looks like straight out of Gilded Guy versus Oxob. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've adapted a lot from his style of Oxob, really.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So now we've seen like the full arc evolution of Oxob from beginning till literally like a couple days ago.
Mhm.
Who is your favorite RHG character? Who's the goat?
Favorite character?
Yeah, do you have a favorite RHG?
That is a good question.
Okay, do you have a favorite RHG animation? Is there one
Oh,
that sticks out?
that's Gilded Guy versus Oxob, obviously.
There you go. Yeah.
Of course.
I mean, same though. It's so good.
Mhm.
It's so
Oh, it's
good.
It's also like when you can see my first time reacting to this animation, and it doesn't feel like I I'm that excited about it. But for me, my first viewing is often a little, and then the more I watch it, the better it gets to me. Like
Yeah.
I
Those
need a
watch
few
it in.
viewings on things.
Yeah.
The other guy is good at doing that. Like, he hides a lot of messages into his animations that you don't
Yeah.
really notice until like you watch it again and again.
Yeah.
What did it like? What did it look like when he kind of first approached you? I mean, did he approach you that he was gonna make this,
No.
and like, that he just made it? He just flat out made it.
No, but first you see on the green-eyed cowboy animation,
Yeah.
in the end, he just he shows a hint of Oxob in the
Wait,
in
does
the end,
he?
right? Yeah, right
Yeah,
at
the
the end,
very
he
end,
shows
yeah.
he hints
Wait,
at Oxob.
what?
Because his foot and then a
And-
little spark of electricity, right?
Dude,
Yeah.
am I just out of touch with lore? Like, this
What?
is insane.
Yeah, it's like in this little ending bit.
I did not know that.
Yeah, let me.
Yeah, so I mean, I had said
Yep,
that it
right
would
here.
be super cool if he did it. Like I would love to be in one of his animations, and then he just did this.
Oh, dude.
So
Yep.
it was a surprise for me, I guess.
That's
Yeah.
cool. You're like, no, you can't do it. He's like, oh man, that ruins like the coolest ending. Oh man, no, it's just like a guy. I don't know.
It's just a guy.
Don't
He
read
has
into it.
significance.
Yeah, I just thought that was like a blue tree or something.
I set the
What?
camera there, and some guy walked up. I don't know.
But yeah, you can see on my Twitch. There's a clip of my reaction to seeing that.
Yeah,
I was super hyped.
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. I mean, like, so he didn't like kind of ask you about the character or anything. Like, he just
Oh no! Like
Yeah,
after that, he asked a bunch of questions, and
got
We-
it. Yeah.
we did talk a lot during the process, or well, until a certain point. And then I just stopped watching his streams because I wanted to
You
be.
want, you want it to be
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
Yeah. Which was sad because I really enjoyed joining his streams, and I just had to stay away for months.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, now both of you, like, both Stone has that experience too when he saw
Yeah,
his character.
so cool, so surreal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's so much effort put into it too.
I mean, it's gotta
Yeah.
be such an honor,
Such an
to
honor.
get a Gilded Guy animation. Like,
It
that's the
is.
highest honor,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, dude.
Absolutely.
It really is.
Absolutely.
It's rare that you get someone with, like, you know, this kind of dedication that's also so connected with our community, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
He
not a lot of
definitely
people
be on the
understand it.
he'd be on the Dojo Mount Rushmore.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's cool though. Yeah. Congrats for this whole thing.
Thank you.
But
And it's also made us be really good friends, thanks to that.
yeah, I mean, yeah, you guys still talk and
Yeah.
hang out, stuff like that.
Yeah, we do.
Hey, look, this little wait, what's this birthday animation? Oh man, that's so
Aw.
Those are some of
Yeah.
my favorite animations to do. The birthday.
Oh
so
yeah,
fun.
just the ones that you do for one small thing.
Yeah, just a silly thing.
They're just so fun.
Yeah, I need to make more birthday animation.
I made one for Hyun too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I
Dude,
like that one because I put a lot of effort into him getting entangled
Yeah.
up. Oh, that's for
Geek
Geek
Yeah. What?
What is he? What?
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 Oh,
I just
man.
try to make them as random as I can.
That's so great.
Birthday.
Oh, you
Dude,
have a
there's a lot of
playlist
birthday
for this?
animations.
Yeah.
Oh my!
Holy.
Let's go.
I don't think I've
Hey,
seen
there
any
I
of
am.
these.
There I is, dude.
Oh, I remember that one.
Happy birthday!
That's adorable.
That's so great.
Yeah, they're fun to make. I need more friends to make them for.
There you go.
Anyone who doesn't get a birthday animation from Oxob is not his friend.
Yeah.
It's mostly just that I find out that a birthday has just passed, so it's like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
I didn't get to make an
Uh-huh.
animation from.
Dude, I'm terrible with birthdays. I don't even try anymore.
It's
I'm-
hard because our community has gotten so big that it's almost someone's birthday like every day now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to
Yeah.
keep track.
Yeah, it is hard to keep track. But like back then, it was pretty.
Because all
Like-
50 people. Yeah, it's not that bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
I mean, I'm bad even with my family's birthdays.
I don't know
Oh, yeah.
anyone's. I know
Same.
mine, and the only reason why I know Lexi's and Hudson's is because they're 10 days away from mine. Like I'm
Wow.
I'm the August 2nd, and then Hudson's the 10th, and then Lexi's the 12th. So I'm like, I can't not know those because they're almost touching mine, and that's it. I don't know. I have a brother, sister, mom, dad. I don't know anyone's. I have
Same.
general areas of time where I'm like, I think there's a birthday happening soonish.
Dude,
Well,
same.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fun fact. Me and Yagor almost has the same birthday. And I keep
Ooh.
forgetting if he's one day before me or one day after.
You can't ask.
I
Close
think
enough.
it's one day before me, but I'm not sure.
Oh, man.
Okay, so I gotta ask, since we're looking at these animations, there's one thing that sticks out that I always remember, which is the Oxob rotation.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
how does one do the Oxob rotation?
What is the Oxob rotation? We need to look at the Oxob rotation first.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
Yeah,
what was the
I
first-
have a tutorial on it. Oh, the first time you see it is in Oxo versus Blazer. Yeah, there's the tutorial.
Oxob. Oh, this is the tutorial. Yeah, I
Mhm.
remember watching this
Yeah.
a long time ago.
Yep.
Result.
Yeah.
Did you ever try it?
I never tried.
I've used this. I've definitely used this.
Yeah, it's a cool effect.
It's
But
very
I'm not the
clever.
first one to do it though. I saw Phil did this in
Mhm.
his Final Fantasy animation.
So mind numbing.
Hold
Yeah.
on. What's the one
Yeah.
that like I think of when I think of that? There was
From
one
my
video
animations?
in specific, yeah, that you did it on.
There's one where like they rotate like 3 times or something, right?
Yeah.
That one was insane.
Yeah.
Do you
Oh,
remember
it was
that
this one.
one?
It was this
Axel?
one. It was this one.
Yeah, Oxo versus Blazer.
Oh yeah, this one. This is the one that I remember. Yeah, this one
It's
was
like-
kind of crazy.
It's so dynamic. It's wild.
This was all in Flash, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I
Yeah,
started this in Flash 8, and eventually the file got too big for Flash 8, so I had to move to Flash CS6 and finish it.
Wow.
I don't know why it got too big, but yeah, for some reason
It's
did.
the graphic. It
Yeah,
was the
probably
texture graphic. Yeah.
the texture.
Yeah,
Mhm.
It was probably like a 2K texture or something.
There it is.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that's
dude.
so crazy.
We're gaming.
How does it track like that? Is that just tweens, like manual tweens?
What do you mean? The rocks or
Like
the characters?
the characters, yeah, the characters.
I animate the floor first with a grid on it, and then I follow it with the animation.
Got it.
But mostly, you can see for the most animation, I just tilt the floor, I skew it, and they're
Yeah.
all just
Mhm.
they're just on the line in the center. But then when I did the 360 spin, that's when
That's
I
smart.
moved away
rotate.
from that line.
Yeah.
So it's like simulated
Yeah.
3D.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, dude.
Mess with your mind.
Dude, this is still like I feel like this is like one of your best animations.
Oh, thank you.
100%. This is like
And
my
I think
favorite.
Oxob's Insight is way better.
No, I think this is
Oh,
I mean
well,
that
no,
one was
but
good
that
too.
one did
but-
that one did a rotation.
I did it. Yeah, I did it there.
yeah,
there
that one
too.
did have a rotation too.
With
But,
the
like,
when
It's
he's
even
fighting the
better.
bug. Yeah.
It's
when
Is
he's
it
fighting the
better?
bug.
I
Yeah,
think it's
right
even
here.
better personally.
I think it's better.
You know, we'll go.
They're
it
both
starts
really
around
good, but
here.
this one's a little bit
'Cause
better.
it's not really
'Cause, like,
expected either.
It's so
Mhm.
intense. Yeah, it has purpose,
Yeah.
hold on, I need to
and
watch
it's
it
even more
again.
complicated because you're adding those details as the rotation is
Mhm.
going.
Oh yeah.
So it's this starting here, I
close.
think. Yep.
Starting here.
Right.
I also didn't.
Here
I don't
we
think
go.
I had decided to do the rotation at first, and then like midway, I was like, "Oh,
yeah,
time to
yeah,
rotate."
God, dude, that's such a signature Oxob thing. That
Yeah, the thing that also takes to the next level is the bug guy. His mouth also acknowledges the rotation, so he has actual like he has to be oriented to the camera as it's rotating, which that didn't happen in the other stick figures because they didn't
Yeah.
have facial structure at all. So that's like crazy.
And this is also the first animation where I have faces on both characters for the whole animation.
oh yeah.
Mhm.
right. That must have been fun to do for you guys.
Wow, you guys probably had a blast and fun and good time. Huh? Oh,
I
I
mean,
mean,
it's
I don't know
super
about
easy.
you. I would have had a lot of fun doing this.
I mean, the face is super easy. You just make a symbol at first with, like the face with all its rotations, and then you just keep using that
Dang,
symbol.
I
Oh,
mean-
so the face is
Okay.
just a rig, essentially?
Yeah.
That's smart.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
like what we do on Alan's team.
Yeah.
Wait,
that's
how do you
where
do
I
it?
learned it.
So it's
You
just
create
a
a
symbol.
graphic.
Yeah, it's a graphic symbol that you can hold on a single frame, and you pretty much build the face on that in all of its 360 rotations.
Oh,
And then
yeah,
you
yeah,
can
got it,
choose
got it.
which frame that you want.
Stop
for
at,
the
right?
pose.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I do that sometimes as well. I don't remember when I did that, but yeah, it is very useful to do that.
And then you just make a separate symbol when there is a
Blank.
different facial expression, like
Yep.
if he's closing his eyes or opening them wide.
Yeah. Very cool.
Super cool. Do you have any? Okay, so in these also we're seeing insane combos. Do you have any tips? Any quick tips for anyone out there that wants to learn how to do some really smooth combos?
Well, if you only want them smooth, then just add more frames. But for them to flow and to look realistic, I don't know. Look at a lot of real life references and whatnot. But it also depends on what style you're doing. Because my style is I try to ground it in reality a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like I take a
Mhm.
lot of inspiration from real life fights.
Yeah.
But a lot of other animators, they go more over the top, go more anime in
Yeah.
their fights.
Less grounded in reality.
And for that, I mean, you can still make them look smooth, just not as realistic.
Real, yeah.
But yeah, if you want them to look like mine, then look at real life martial arts, I guess. I look a lot at MMA and boxing and yeah, that stuff.
Yeah.
Especially
Love it.
boxing, because I really like punch combos.
Yeah.
Obviously. Yeah. I mean,
Hence
Of
why we're
course.
here, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's also because punches are harder to combo in a way without
Mhm.
kicks in between.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a combo could quite literally be punch, 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 but we rarely write it down like that because in our brain we're just like, okay, so right.
Yeah.
Right. It doesn't seem. It doesn't like trigger. Like your brain's like, it's got to be different than that. But you
Yeah.
technically can. Probably in most real fights, it's probably closer to that. But throwing kicks and
Yeah.
stuff is so much more fun.
But it's
In
also
between.
hard to. How do you make a punch look like a cross punch? How do you make them
Yep.
look like a hook? How do you make them look
Yep.
like an uppercut? It's. I focus a lot on that to sell the idea that this wasn't just arm got straight. No,
Exactly.
this was him doing a cross punch.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
that was him doing a hook punch.
They're very subtle. Very, very subtle difference in like poses. I mean, especially if you got like a fat stick figure style like this.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I make them a
Um,
bit less fat now because it
Yeah.
sells it better if they're a bit skinnier.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I
You get
really
away
like
with
fat
more.
stick figures.
Yeah, it feels like creamier animating fat stick figures. Like it's, I don't know. It shows less, but it somehow feels less vulnerable. Like the skinny stick figure, it shows like every tiny little imperfection, and because
Yeah.
you can see so much of the limb and everything, I don't know. I'm with Oxob. I like when they're like where they become like a singular blob when they're just sitting there idling, and then you don't see features until they're extended fully. You know?
No, but now I try to be somewhere in between. Like I still don't
Yeah.
like the very skinny sticks. I like
Some
they
meat on
need
them.
some meat on them.
True. Yeah. I mean, like my sticks used to be pretty fat back then and like short,
Mm-hmm.
like little stubby stick figures. But like, I think I've done the same thing over time. They've kind of gotten a little
Slim
bit
down.
taller, a little bit slimmer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I did this one bad thing at the beginning though when I slimmed them down and I didn't extend the length of the arms.
Oh,
The arms were just super short.
wait, I struggle with that too at times.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I really like to sell the Z space when it comes to stick figures and like rotations and
Mhm.
stuff.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just don't see their arms at all. Like it's just
No.
it's
The
just a
dot
screen.
towards the screen, yeah.
But sometimes I get too used to that where like it just looks like they got little stubs for all.
Yeah. They just return
Yeah.
to this like little T-Rex pose, like position when they're gonna attack.
I still in general make them a bit shorter than what they would be in real life because if you make them actually how long arms are on real human beings, then it kind of looks dumb on stick
It does
figures.
look a little bit weird.
It's hard, especially when you're like fighting. A lot of the times, their arms are very tucked in, and
Yeah,
they look they look shorter, but they're actually pretty long.
yeah. That's also one thing I try to really show in my animations. Like they keep their guard up with their arms.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
Just the
Yeah.
arm flailing around.
Yeah. There's a lot
One
of
arm touches, the other one just dangles.
yeah. That's the thing though. Sometimes when you see someone's fight animation, you can tell like if they know, like proper fighting techniques versus someone who doesn't.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
Because you'll notice like those very subtle things like is their guard up? Are they doing a specific type of punch?
Repositioning
Versus
feet.
yeah, and then you'll see another animation which is like just as good animated, but you can tell like it's more like I don't even know, it's like flaily, like
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
like flailing instead of, and then like just throwing out things instead of proper form, but it still
Yeah.
looks good.
It's like a controlled ragdoll.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, you guys remember Godmouth?
Oh yeah.
Yes, dude.
Godmouth was a literal god at doing exactly that. Controlled ragdoll is like
Yeah,
almost exactly his style.
Yeah, so good.
it was very slow too, but he just
So smooth.
flowed through the
Mhm.
fighting.
So
Yeah.
smooth. I have one last effects request, and that's if you have any tips on how to animate your electric effects.
Well, I have a tutorial on that too.
He
does.
How convenient
Yeah.
and perfect!
Actually, I have two of them, and the old one sucks.
Two.
Because the first one I kind of just showed electricity as wavy ropes with particles behind them,
Mhm.
and a lot of people follow that, and they literally just made wavy ropes with particles behind them, and it looked so dumb. And yeah, I've gotten better at it since then, but I still don't think I'm the best at electricity effects. There's a lot of recent animations that I've seen where the electricity is just it's so good, and I wanna get better at it.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough because there's two phases of like electricity. There's so fast that it happens within a half second. It's like a blink. But then
Yeah.
there's like the smooth, more animated. It's on the screen for longer, like what you have there. And you want a mix of it looking like it's really strong and powerful, but you also want it kind of smooth. And it getting stuck somewhere in the middle is where it's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just if you have seen Alan Becker's latest, or not latest, the Minecraft episode 30, where he has the ultimate weapon and there's black and white lightning all over the place.
Yeah.
and like the lightning itself is just simple brush strokes. They don't look detailed or anything, but just the movement is so good. And yeah, you have it up there. I want to see where when he kind of creates the black hole when he is
Oh
trapped
yeah.
everyone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Yeah, right before there.
Oh,
Before
yeah.
that. Yeah,
Oh.
This.
Jesus.
yeah,
This is my
and
first Alan Becker project.
yeah. And I think Phil made all that, and
Right.
if Phil's just on a different level of
He's a
understanding.
freak, dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you
I
did do
made
all
this
these.
part.
Yeah.
I made this when
I like that.
for this when they get sucked in, and
mean,
I don't
yeah,
think
I
it
mean,
looks
those
as
are
good
good.
as Phil's.
Yeah,
Like, I
Phil's
tried-
not human, man. He's
Really?
Yeah,
just
I
knows.
tried really hard,
This
and
looks
Phil
really
still
good.
looked better.
Yeah.
I get that for like animating smear frames and like dust and stuff too. Like there's some people who are they just know how to draw them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And you try to copy it, and it'll just never look the same.
Worse. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just feel worse than you did when you didn't
Yeah,
know how to do
dude.
it at all.
Like especially for like smear frames. I was trying to. I forgot whose smear was it. Exor's smears? I forget. I was like trying to study it for the longest time, just like trying to copy it exactly, and like I'm just like, what am I doing, bro? Why is this?
Why is this one so
Why
odd?
does
I
it
can't
look like this?
real.
It's so gross.
I get that.
but yeah, for some things like that, I just give up on trying to imitate what they're able to do and just perfect what I'm good at instead
Yeah.
of
That's
trying to get.
that is the way.
Yeah.
Start with
That's
what
why
they're
you're the
doing
rotating
and-
shot guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, also like I really enjoy animating realistic fight choreography. So I'm just trying to perfect that instead of trying to do anime.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes to like animations and stuff, do you still plan to keep animating stuff like Oxob stories and stuff like? I know you said you're kind of losing a little bit of the inspirations, but is that something
Well-
that you still want to do for fun?
I mean, in a way, I don't want to do it just by myself anymore. It would be more fun, like, because I've done work for Gilda Guy and helped him with his animations, and it would just be a lot of fun if he made animations with Oxob in them and I could just help.
True.
Because
Really.
I feel like he's such a much better storyteller, and I just like having Oxob in his story in a way. It was
Mhm.
great, and it
Yeah.
would be fun if it could just keep going.
Yeah, who knows? I don't know. Who knows? Maybe we can get some kind of official studio or something where you can just make cool RHG / Dojo duel stories.
That's all I want to do, dude. I want to play in the dirt and then at night animate 2D side-scrolling stick fights.
Yeah, sir. Dang.
But
So,
yeah, I'm not sure
sorry.
what I want to do right now. Like, I want to finish Oxo versus Umbrella, but I'm just really struggling with it because I'm just for that one I'm low on inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, I mean, especially if we've been working on it for multiple years.
I mean, we just
Yeah.
saw one of the shots from there. One sec.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
that
that
one.
Oh my
That looks
god!
great.
Yeah, you know what?
Crazy.
You have to
Let's
finish it.
go.
Okay.
I mean, look at that one shot alone.
I literally just
So
saw
great.
1 second, and
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
I
have to
want
finish
that.
it. Wow, what the heck? What are you doing?
But also
What
with
are
that
you-
one, I did get some help from Michael to get the full understanding of the perspective. And you can see the background. It's like a banana pan kind of thing. That was also his idea.
Whoa.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
yo.
Rebonk made that background.
That's
Reebok made this
cool.
background?
Yeah.
What the heck, Rebonkulus?
So now she has to redo all my backgrounds.
We're going
Yeah.
back.
We doing banana pans now? What the
We're
heck?
banana panning everything.
Yeah.
Every shot.
That's so
Banana
cool,
panning
man.
every shot.
Oh yeah, I hope we see more of your stuff in the future, man. Like we're all I mean, I'm a huge fan now. I mean, you can't just say that you're a fan of me now because I'm a fan of you.
Therefore,
You know,
it cancels out.
The first time I joined
No
one of your
offense.
streams, you
Yeah.
said you were my #1 fan. I'm like, what the heck?
What the heck?
Yeah,
Because I
dude.
was your fan.
No, it doesn't work like that, man. It doesn't work like that anymore. But let's kind of transition to some of your other hobbies, because you did talk about arm wrestling, and I'm like, okay, this is kind of weird and random, but like I wasn't really into watching arm wrestling stuff, but I like recently got into it for some reason, and I don't know how, but I think it was because of
Devil Larat.
yeah, sir,
Yeah.
yeah. But let's just talk about arm wrestling for a little bit, because that is a huge part of your life, I would assume. So when did you actually kind of get into it, that kind of sport?
I started in 2006, so that's before I started animating.
What?
Wow.
Oh my god!
What the hell?
Yeah, my older
was
brother
5.
was doing it.
Yeah,
He started in 2004, and when I started the 7th grade, I went to a different school, and it was out of town, and I felt like I needed something to do on the evenings.
yeah.
So arm wrestling was fun, and I just kept doing it.
And you still do it?
Yeah, I still do it, and it's still just for fun because it's fun.
Dang.
And you just went to one of these events, right?
I went to the Swedish Nationals last weekend.
Yeah,
How did that go?
how did you do there?
Went good, pretty good.
Went good. Yeah.
Did you win? Did you kill everyone there?
Yeah, I won in both arms.
Hell yeah.
You won the
You
whole
did?
thing.
Yeah.
Dude,
You
it's
wa- I
job
love-
security.
No, I love
get to
how
put
you
people
just
in the
say
grave.
this so casually, man.
Yeah, I did all right.
It's like, yeah,
First place
you know,
left and right.
Oxob is one of the only people who I know who can, in most instances, be very soft-spoken and kind and nice and calm. But when you see him in like an arm wrestling situation, he seems so aggressive and loud.
God.
Yeah.
It just doesn't. It like listening to you, it doesn't seem like it suits you. I think that's why it's shocking for so many people.
Yeah. Have you broken
Yeah.
anyone's arms?
No, I've injured my own.
Hell yeah. Count it.
I would assume that's very common, right? In arm wrestling, like injuries and stuff.
Well, in any sport, when you're going to a high level, there will be injuries.
Oh, have you seen some gnarly ones?
I've seen, I think, 4 people break their arms
Oh my
in my
god.
career.
Is that like a game ender? Like if you break your arm, is it?
Oh
like-
yeah.
What's interesting is that often they're the ones who return. I don't know.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, like they're
Not-
just so committed.
That's
So, like,
crazy.
I've heard there's like a specific arm breaking that you can get that happens in
Yeah.
arm wrestling specifically, and it's like the worst break of an arm.
It's
It's
so
a terrible
loud.
one.
It's so loud. Isn't it just like sounding like someone smacking bamboo on the corner of a table? It's like, whoop bap!
Yeah, it's loud. It's a loud snap.
But it's not just that. It's like this is
It's a-
specifically for arm wrestling, right?
Yeah. So it's your what's it called, humerus bone,
Yeah.
and it's a spiral fracture. That's what it's called.
Yeah. Can you
it's
explain what that is? Because I don't think a lot.
So
of
when
people know.
you arm wrestle, you're using your shoulder muscle to pull your arm sideways, and meanwhile your opponent is pulling your hand the other way, and that puts rotation on your humerus. And your arms are very strong when you're breaking them, like if you're breaking a stick,
Oh,
but
God.
when you're twisting them, they're not as strong at all, and that's
Yes.
when they turn into splinters.
Sorry, some guy in chat just said it doesn't sound humorous.
It would be
No.
what you're saying earlier too, where you're like, does it end? I think it'd be so much funnier if it didn't. The guy with the dangling arm, and the ref just goes up there, pins his hand to your hand, is like, all right, go. Fold his hand over the bar.
God.
Someone just said, "I'm gonna throw up."
Oh, that's Dexter.
You
Oh,
give him
so
a new
nice.
elbow.
Naester.
You give him a new elbow on the second
but-
round.
That's the thing. Like
Nate's just fainted now.
when you usually break your arm, it's not a clean break.
No.
So it does not heal like a normal broken arm, like the spiral
I mean,
fracture.
You can be lucky. I've seen a couple spiral fractures where it's still just it breaks at one point, but it like breaks at an angle.
Yeah,
And those are the lucky ones, but
yeah.
often it's like
I don't wanna
several
pull up a picture of
splinters.
this. I'm not gonna pull it up on stream.
don't.
Not on stream. I just want to see for myself. I want to make that very clear.
I mean, you can just look up on
Wait.
YouTube arm wrestling arm break.
Is there
and
an
you'll
X?
find
No, don't look
I'm
at
not pulling
that.
it up. I'm not pulling it up.
that. It's crazy.
Wait, just look
Yeah.
at like an X-ray. I think X-ray would be.
I had to know.
You want me to pull up an X-ray?
pull up an X-ray.
Yeah.
Because like it's pretty gnarly
Okay. Let me.
what can happen to an arm when arm. This is why I never arm wrestle like ever. Like
Yeah,
even-
it's the fear of the tension that gets me.
See here. Oh, that. Ugh.
Yeah, so see how, like,
that guy's
long
never
that
doing
is?
anything ever again.
it's like the long way. You know what I'm saying? It's like the long way.
the
Yeah.
long way.
Hmm.
So
So
from this, people don't arm wrestle unless you're doing it with someone experienced, because they will
Yes.
teach you how to do it properly.
yes.
When you're just
Yeah.
doing it drunk on the bar over a table, that's when
Okay.
injuries
Yeah.
happen.
Guys,
Yeah.
since we have started talking about spiral fractures, we have lost a lot of viewers.
I'm sorry.
Oh man.
Oh, it's so funny though.
Here, I'm gonna show you guys real quick. They can't see this, but like that dip.
Oh hell no. I'm not saying
Yeah.
so.
Dude, they just fainted.
Oh, I love it.
They all
Uh,
just
I mean-
fainted.
It's not fun.
But
Yeah.
congrats though on your Swedish national. I mean,
Thank
that must have been a pretty big win. I mean, I don't know how big these
Actually-
tournaments are.
It should be known that it's also weight class based, so it's not like I'm the strongest arm wrestler in Sweden. It's in my weight class.
In your weight class, yeah.
That's
And what is that
crazy.
weight class?
78 kilograms. I don't know
78
what that
kilo.
is.
Yeah.
Specific. It's not like MMA or whatever where they have like a name for it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'd be like light middleweight, I guess.
Middleweight or something, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, the I wanted to get back to like the rise of popularity when it comes to arm wrestling, because it wasn't popular for a long time, right?
hmm
And just recently it became huge because of some like celebrities like Devin Larratt, right?
hmm
He's like the big one. But just recently Brian Shaw entered
Yeah.
arm wrestling, and if you guys don't know who Brian is, he's like ex World's Strongest Man, right?
Oh.
Is it 4 times his one?
Yeah, four-time winner, World's Strongest Man, I think.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Wait, what's his name?
That dude, Brian Shaw.
Dude, I started seeing arm wrestling coming back, like I want to say like 2020-ish, with the
Yeah.
biker guy, the guy who whispers and like he always has like
dude, I know who
yeah.
you're talking.
Yeah,
Dude,
he,
I
like,
watch him too.
He's like, "You're doing good. You're doing
I
so
watch
good." That
him
he just like,
too.
"Oh, you're strong," and then he just beats him. He's like, "All right, good job."
Yeah, so that dude on the left, he's like, dude, this guy is huge. I don't know how tall. He's like
Mhm.
almost 6. He's like 6 something, like 6'5" or 6'6" or something, right?
I'm pretty sure he's over 2 meters.
Yeah, I mean, he's huge, and like him entering like the arm wrestling scene was like a huge thing, or it is a huge thing right now. He's like currently training for it. But yeah, I just started getting invested for like no reason, just into arm wrestling, just watching these people.
I'm in it now.
I've low key like kind of like soft brag to my family that I know like a professional champion winning arm wrestler.
But
yeah,
it's pretty
guys,
cool to see.
Have you guys seen Arm Wars?
No, I've not seen Arm Wars. That sounds like
I have an armoire.
No, but I did go to Arm Wars this last summer.
what is Arm Wars?
Well, it's a kind of like a competition, but it's more like to promote the athletes. So it's like
Yeah.
one guy versus another. It's a super match format,
Oh,
and
got it.
the whole idea with it is to promote the arm wrestlers, and it's my first time going there.
Is this you?
Cool.
Yeah, that's the interview or one of the
Hey.
interviews.
There he
That's
is, dude.
wild.
That's a stick figure
crazy.
animator.
Yeah, is it just me, or do you look different every time that I see a video of you?
I don't know, maybe.
Maybe.
Like, are you constantly
Are you
morphing?
you? Yeah, are you still you?
Do you have like several different Oxobs? One animator, one arm wrestler. Yeah.
This is like, so you won like a first in both categories. How do you feel? It's all right. We're good. It's good, I guess. Like,
Yeah, one thing is consistent though.
Good.
Like he looks like the nicest, like most, like non-arm wrestling person.
I know.
Right?
They told me that, or you can see in one of the pre-match interviews, someone's like, I just looked like someone who's there who brought their kid.
Yeah.
But that's awesome, man. I hope you still continue your arm wrestling journey because it is very out of the blue. I'm pretty sure there's no other arm wrestlers in our community.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
probably
I
not.
think you got that on lock.
I think
I
you're the
think I'm
only
gonna get
one.
my break in the arm wrestling community. No pun intended.
Yeah.
Oxob, I've
Well-
challenged you before, but I challenged
Yeah,
you
you
in
did.
arm
my
wrestling
gosh,
competition.
Here we go, dude.
It's still on.
Is it? All right, all right. No,
Oh, yeah, for
whenever
sure.
we meet, that's the first thing we got to do.
Dude, I'm gonna say this right now.
Yeah.
Hatena's gonna get a spiral fracture on his arm.
No, no. I'm
One
gonna
of the
work
crazy
out.
ones from elbow to
I'm
wrist.
gonna work out. I'm gonna build up more mass, and I'm gonna destroy him.
I'm gonna
Dude,
count on it. I'm getting a spiral fracture first on my first arm, and then I'm putting the other arm up at the table in a cold sweat.
Start
I hear
the
the
bets
bell.
now.
Rabon, don't even try, okay? Like you're also gonna get a spiral fracture, and both you and Hatena are gonna be sitting on the couch with a cast
I'm gonna see him.
while
just-
me telling you, like I told you so. Okay.
Yeah, I can just see him win in a half second, and I get a spiral fraction, or like right on my spine, it'll just keel over. Ah!
Just the back of your shirt. The back of your shirt's just gonna explode.
Yeah. Just fold like a
I know,
book
but
immediately.
I'm gonna be so under intimidated by how by your nice looking face and your soft voice.
Like,
And then once we get
I'm
there,
gonna
once
kill
we
you
get
now.
there, you're like you're gonna rip your shirt off from the sheer
Oh
mass
my
of your
God.
pecs. And I'll be
I'm
like,
gonna kill you
Hey,
now.
now-
What?
It's actually part of my it's part of my plan to not
It's
be very
perfect.
intimidating because like
Yeah.
often also in competitions I don't have the very tight shirts. I have the ones that are a little
Yeah.
loose, so
Yeah,
I don't
dude.
look as
Perfect.
big.
wow.
Because
When you have
So-
tight
so
shirts, you
people-
fill them out.
Yep.
So you're cheating because people go
Very
into these
cheating.
matches thinking, "Oh, this will be a clean sweep." He doesn't look like that strong of
Yeah.
a guy.
Yeah,
And then he just-
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And then he just
Wow.
slams their hand into the other side so loud, it sounds like a shotgun going off. I'm like, what? He's like, thanks.
Well,
Good match.
you're not fooling me. Whenever we meet, it will happen. You'll
Jesus
lose, and I'll record it and post it on the internet,
Bruh.
and everyone will point and laugh at you.
Christ. Brother, you will never animate again.
I will slow mo, pump both fists in the air with camera spinning around me. Camera,
Oh
yeah,
my God.
exactly what's gonna happen.
yeah.
Okay.
Let's do
Yeah,
it.
Well,
yeah, let's do
well,
it.
we're at the end of the interview.
All right. Well, we got an animation
All
to
right.
look at. But before
Yeah.
we watch this animation, everyone who's watching this live right now, feel free to go ahead and ask some questions using that bubble on the top. It says "Ask your questions," and we'll filter through some of them and we'll answer some of them here live after we watch this animation. So, Hyun, why don't you tell us about this animation you found?
Yeah. So, if you guys haven't seen this yet, this was an animator that was in the last Chosen One tournament. I think he got 5th place, but it wasn't finished. It was pretty much like almost like an animatic. But he just his name is Watt, right? Watt.
WHAT.
W-A-A-T.
Yeah.
AAT.
So he just dropped it. This is a trailer, by the way,
Oh,
a
it's
7.
this one.
Yeah, this is a
8-minute
trailer.
trailer.
That's
This is
it's
what I
7
understand.
minutes.
A 7-minute long trailer. I don't get that. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's insane.
The angles
Look at
are
this.
insane.
Look at
Like when this was just an animatic, this was one of the entries that destroyed my hope.
Yeah, top threat.
Yeah,
Top
yeah.
threat immediately.
No, but
top
you still
threat,
plays
yeah.
Thai, right? Oxob, right?
Yes.
What was your placement?
Oxob, yeah.
Still watching
I
this,
think it
like
was
if I saw
partially
that, I'd
because-
pee.
Yeah, I think it was mainly because this was unfinished.
Yeah, it was very unfinished, and I feel
Yeah.
like that's why everyone else survived because
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's looking insane. And
Yeah, this is.
you guys should
insane.
definitely watch the trailer because it's
Dude.
pretty crazy.
Yeah, I haven't seen
And,
any of this yet. I've heard about it. But I
Oh,
haven't seen
really?
this yet.
Why are
No,
we
I haven't.
funding this? This
Yeah,
this should be funded.
No,
This
I
is
reached
crazy.
out to him, saying like, dude, let me fund this, bro.
Yeah,
You're gonna
dude,
call
I
us
wish
out
I
live?
Yeah, I'm calling you
Yeah.
out. Why?
Dude,
Yo,
yeah.
yo,
We need
answer
more
my
of this.
DMs, bro. Answer
Yeah.
He's
my-
trying to
Answer
give you
me.
money.
money.
I am trying to give you money, Wat. All right, so answer my DMs. We can work something out, but
So
yeah, I
crazy.
can't wait for this project to be finished. I think it's gonna be like, one of those animations for the year.
Also, the tone you can't really hear because we have it muted, but like the vibe and the tone
that
is so
shot.
crazy. Yeah,
No,
that shot
that
is
shot. Holy
insane.
crap.
That shot is
That
absolutely
environment
ridiculous.
and that parallax
moving
is
through
so
the clouds
perfectly
and-
pulled
ah.
off. That
the
parallax.
scale.
Look at that.
The
It's the
courage
scale, man.
It's
on
so
all the
perfect.
shots is insane.
I want to try that now.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah. That's so
He could have
cool.
just blinked. We could have just been on the ground. He could have just been landing. He said, "No, I'm going from space to ground." And let me follow that up by doing it again.
That's
No,
wild.
oh
It's
my,
so
the
cool.
smoke is so good too.
Yeah,
It's so
the shape,
detailed.
the shape of the smokes and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's cool because there's no real shading. It's like flat, mostly just flat colors,
Yeah. It's still like
Yeah.
and very limited colors too.
Yeah.
But it just looks really nice. Just how everything is.
dude, what the? Oh my god.
Oh my god, he animated.
Oh my God,
the
full
ants,
body!
bro.
Animated ant, bro. What the hell?
Full body accounts.
Oh my god. Dude,
Oh my
particles,
God!
particles. Let's go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, guys, definitely watch
Whoa.
the
Oh my
trailer. Give him
Okay.
a comment and a like, and just let him know that we sent you guys, and that I'm trying to get in touch with.
Yeah, love the end. What the hell?
All right. Well, we got some questions from chat. I forgot to copy and paste and filter through some of these, so give me just a second.
Okay, yeah, we were
Okay.
distracted.
I was a little too distracted there.
That's crazy, dude.
Let's
Meanwhile,
see.
I can ask Stone something.
Yeah.
Do you still farm potatoes?
Dude, oh my god. Okay, we're gonna talk for 300 hours after this call because
Here we go.
I am definitely farming hard right now, and I've actually done potatoes a couple different ways. I failed both ways because a very specific kind of bug ate my potatoes, and I didn't know because you don't know anything about potatoes until you go find them when they're done growing. And I went to go get them, and there was none there. I had a huge plant that was attached to nothing because the potato bugs ate my potatoes. But
Huh. I've never heard of a potato bug.
yeah, they're not cool. Also, they're hideous and scary. But I had a question for you. Am I right in that you used to work at an egg farm?
No. Where'd you get that from?
Reality! My whole reality is shattered! Oh, no!
Dude, we were talking before the podcast. Dude, he was so sure that you worked.
I
in
was
eggs.
so
Yeah,
sure!
for some reason.
I know
Where-
somebody from like over a decade ago that I talked to, and they told me that they had to go and get eggs. They had to collect eggs.
Dude, even the day before, we're like, dude, Oxob needs to wake up so early, and the Stone's like, oh, don't worry, I'm pretty sure he wakes up early anyway because he owns an egg farm.
I changed my whole reality around this, man.
We're like, oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're
My
right.
whole
Wow.
reality is shaped around this. It's my whole identity now.
But however, when I lived at home, or actually it was after I moved out, but my mom had chickens with eggs, so it was
Oxob's
pretty
mom,
close,
dude.
but I never lived at home when they had chickens.
It was around the time when we were talking, and I don't know. Like my brain has this connection to that. Oh my god, I'm never gonna be able to sleep now. 100 years, no sleeping until I figured it out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you know way more about chickens and
Oh
eggs than I do.
God, dude.
Yeah, dude,
Oh,
he was ready to connect with you so hard there.
I was, dude. I was gonna share bathroom chicken stories with you. I was so excited because it's like a very oddly okay. I will say this as right before we get to the questions. I was gonna talk about earlier how I had a very weird interaction happen where I raised my chickens myself from egg, like so egg to hatching them to the little tiny chicks to growing them. But when you do that, when they're tiny, they have to have a very specific temperature or they just die because they're used to having a mother that like keeps it warm for them, right? So the only place in my house that I could have them was in the bathroom. So I had a little Costco like tote, like the black and yellow totes that you get at Costco, and I had all my little chickens, baby chicks, in that tote in the bathroom. So like when you went to the bathroom, you're taking a poop, you're just looking at baby chicks stare. Literally, they stop and just stare at you because they don't know if you're a threat. So they just like stop what they're doing and watch you with their beady little eyes. And that's not even the funny part. The funny part is I had a plumber who was working on my kitchen. And he was like, oh, hey, can I use the bathroom? And I was like, yeah, it's right here. And then I was like, oh, wait. And I had remembered that it's not normal that I'm going to have to explain why there's chickens staring at him while he's going pee. And I was like, I have chickens in there. So I just can imagine how weird it must be for that guy walking in there and be like, what the hell? There's a heat lamp and there's just chickens in the ground, on the ground. And anyways, yeah, I was going to share that with you because you were going to be like, yeah, me too. I do that.
Nobody does that, Stone.
No, it's just me. I just have bathroom chicks.
Be
Dude.
honest.
And then they grew up and now they're
Alright.
outside.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
We have
Anyways.
a lot of really good questions this time. First and foremost, we didn't even get into this. Why is Oxob your name from Thunderblaze?
Why didn't we ask this?
That's a good one.
Oh yeah. So that was my RuneScape username. It was just I thought it sounded cool.
Where the
Accent.
3,000 come from?
Yeah, we're at 3,000.
Oh yeah, that's a longer
Oh,
story.
I know this one. You've talked about this.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Because I was creating a YouTube channel, and I was like, oh, I'll just keep using my RuneScape name. So I tried Oxob, and it didn't work. I don't remember why.
Oh no, you went
So-
up. You went up though.
Yes, I went Oxob 1, Oxob 2, Oxob 3,
Oh,
and it was like,
so many
why is that working?
Oxobs.
And then I went Oxob 30, Oxob
See,
300.
this proves the
Oxob
clone
3000.
theory.
That's crazy.
And then I was like, oh, I can't have a space in between the name and the numbers. So I removed the space and it worked. So it was Oxob 3000.
And probably Oxob 1 would have
Amazing.
worked, but you have the space.
Yeah, Oxob 1
Crazy.
probably would have worked.
Yeah. Oh man.
Well, there you
RS
go.
wants
I was-
to know. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I was considering changing my channel name, but it
Mm.
still doesn't allow Oxob because it's too short. That's why.
Yeah, that's gonna be it.
And so I did ask the community, or well, I made a poll on YouTube, like, what should my username be? I tried with like Oxob Anims and some other names, but they're all like, just keep Oxob 3000. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Mhm.
I don't want to,
I don't want-
but I have.
Yeah.
All right. RS asks, have you dabbled in other sports or art mediums?
I've done a little ping pong, but
Ooh, that's
I
a good
suck
sport.
at it.
Mm.
It's fun. I really enjoy doing it, but I
Yeah.
just don't have the time.
Yeah.
But it would be
All right.
good for me because I don't do enough cardio.
Same, brother. Oh, man.
Hyun, don't either you do any sports or other art?
I used to do a ton of basketball. I was really into basketball
Wow,
for like
really?
my
Ooh.
entire life. Yeah, I was
Interesting.
in my mind destined to go play for college basketball, but didn't work out that
Really?
way. Yeah,
Crazy. I
that was
didn't
my
know
big
that.
thing. I did a lot of that, and a lot of if it counts. I mean, a lot of instruments. I played a lot of instruments growing up as well, like piano and guitar and drums and harmonica, which is the coolest of all instruments.
What?
Yeah.
I did
Right.
piano too.
Hey.
Hyun, what about you? You do any sports?
I mean, I played tennis for a little bit in high school, but we were like the best of the worst, so it didn't really get us
Wow.
anywhere.
Wow.
Yeah, we lost
Tennis
every
is fun.
single game, like literally every single game with other schools. And then the only time when we didn't lose, it was a tie, and we celebrated so hard that we got every tie.
Hell yeah!
The other
That's
team was so
crazy.
confused.
I
Yeah.
love that.
Man,
But yeah, that's about it.
I used to break dance when I was little.
Ooh, that's
What?
cool.
Yo, no.
I
Let's
got
go.
I got pretty good at it, and then around high school, in gym, my gym teacher at the time noted, because we had like a free like 10 minutes before class started every day, where we would just like play basketball and do whatever. And he was like, "I've noticed you're really good with your legs. You want to join track?" And I was like, "I'll think about it." And then I think like a couple months later, I broke my leg, and have never really recovered from it. So I haven't been able to do any sports since then.
Leg is like the only thing you need for running.
I know, right? It was like the universe telling me you don't want to
Yeah,
do that.
nope, you stop right here.
Listen, anime, sitting at a desk all day, every day, that's
There
your
you go.
career. That's your career.
The only weird, I think, random thing that no one would ever peg me for as something I would have done, and I did it a lot. I probably have I'd probably have like 5,000 hours of doing it, is crocheting. I crocheted from
Really?
I crocheted from like 4th grade all the way through middle school. I used to make tons of blankets and scarves and dinner pads, and that's what everyone got for Christmas, was some sort of like crocheted thing. That was big for me for a long time.
Interesting. All right,
I had a
Zigzag.
hip hop phase too, and I tried some dancing, but I wasn't that good at it. But I did beatboxing instead.
Yeah, I got pretty good at it. We had this thing every night. It was called Kids Night Out. It was an event every weekend at the recreation center, where they would clear out everything on the main floor, and they would set it up for all these kids to just come in, like $5, and you can get in. And I would always go straight to the dance room, and I would just dance in like competitions as well.
Yeah.
And I would always get top 3 every time.
What the
But it was
heck?
fun.
Dude?
I was
Are you
kind of
serious?
cracked. I used to be cracked, and then I broke my leg and can't really do
Don't
it
do
anymore.
that.
I cannot imagine like Katena in its current form right now, like going into a dance room and just start busting windmills.
I'm sure I still got some of it.
I probably
Yeah, you're gonna have to show us.
instinctively, but like if I use my knee too much, it just starts to like stings. It's not great.
Oh,
So
that's not
I
good.
just can't do it anymore. Anyway, Zigzag GT asks, Oxob, what's the origins of the Style Clan?
Bro,
Oh,
that's
clan
crazy.
style. That was made by a different person from the community. He was named Real Blackstick, and it was a 3D animator. Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
he had a huge sword, like a
I've-
Cloudbuster sword. Kind
Oh,
of.
I remember that now.
I've never
Yeah.
heard of this. Who was all in this
So
clan?
he created a clan, and I joined it. He asked me to join, and eventually he just became super inactive. So I was like, "Can I just take over the clan?" He was like, "Yeah."
Oh,
So it became my clan instead.
Wonder what he's doing now.
interesting.
No idea.
Well, who's in the clan?
Now, no one.
Well, okay.
Right.
Well, when around the time it was active.
So let's see. It was me, Frankie, Plasma Ghost, Flax, Armor Stick,
Oh,
Dang.
and who's the 6th?
A16?
No, Chemical.
Chemical, yeah. With a yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
So that was like when we were the most active and the people that were in the clan for the longest time.
Funny is because all of you, for the most part, are like derivatives of each other's style. Like Plasma Ghost, you and Frankie share a lot of similarities in different ways.
Mhm.
But like that smooth, clean movements, very clear movements.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll move on to the next question. We have a lot. But Rabonculus asks, Oxob, do you watch much anime? And if so, what's your favorite?
I don't watch a lot of anime. Growing up, I watched Pokemon.
Whew, how's it going?
I like that one.
Yeah, but now I'm the only full one I've watched is like One Punch Man.
That's a good one too.
Yeah, I love it. But otherwise, I don't watch a lot of anime. I probably can tell from my animation style too.
Yeah. Po'boy Draws asks, what made you want to do RHG Legacy? What was it like hosting it, and do you see yourself doing a third one?
It was all nostalgia. I just wanted to relive fluid animes.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's why I
Don't
made
we
it,
all?
pretty much.
Right, Hatena?
And I just love the 2D joint collab thingy. It's so much fun doing joints.
Oh yeah, they're so much fun.
And if I'm making a third one, I mean, I've been talking about it. We just haven't gotten into it,
Ooh.
actually doing it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Sorry, I did not read further questions.
What about this one? Junior Artist asks, where did the Oxbox meme come from?
That!
Oxob.
What's
Yeah, box up. People misspell my name a lot, and I think some do it intentionally, like Xbox 3000 or box up, all of that.
I love it.
So it's just all from people making fun of you.
Yeah, I think so.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, I have a box up emote on my Discord server.
Awesome.
Oh, and someone made a Gilded Nuts 3 animation with where it's a box up versus Gilded Nut.
Awesome.
That's great.
Yeah, I actually want to see that. That'd go pretty hard, honestly.
That's also my desktop background. It's a drawing I made with box up and Gilded Nut.
All right, we'll do maybe two more and then we'll call it. But
Alright.
Junior Artist asks, what did you study to get good or better at animation?
Ask you.
What did I study? I
If
studied
anything.
Hyun's animations a lot. I studied Turquoise. I mean, I've studied pretty much every animator that I looked up to.
Yeah.
Which
That's how
is
everyone
just
does it.
Hyun and Turquoise. That's it.
Yeah.
What's Stone?
And grit and off single frames.
Hey, okay, he doesn't like you guys, okay? He only likes me. Just get that straight.
Yeah, I know.
Come here, Oxob. You can sit next to me.
Yeah,
No,
just
I can
move
make
me
that happen.
next
I can
to-
make it happen. One second.
Yeah. Come on.
There you go. Get him over there.
Come to me.
Oh, here's my animated moment.
My animated moment. I mean,
Yes.
that!
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. Okay, there we
Get
go.
up. There we go.
There we go.
I have.
You know, come to think about it, me in this angle is probably not the best idea to get any closer.
Why is it
We'll
always
just
set
chill
up
out
like
over
this?
here now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what?
We don't need him. We don't need him.
This is-
I think
might wanna-
that concludes
I wanna
this
back up a little
episode.
bit.
Thank you very much. Like I understand where we stand here.
Look
Yeah,
at
my
those
bad.
guys sitting
Stone, we don't
normally.
need them.
Yeah, let's.
Look at Hex
okay.
normal on a couch.
Are we ready for outro? It's
I
time.
think we're ready
Yeah, I
for
feel a little
outro.
uncomfortable.
Okay. So as always, friends, please leave a comment of something you liked or remembered from this episode. It helps shape the show, and we love looking and reading at your guys' comments. So if you do that, we greatly appreciate it. And you know what's really exciting is this next week. Okay, for episode 33, the best, most insane guest we've
Oh.
ever had. You absolutely
Oh my god, dude, I
can't
can't
miss
believe
it.
it.
You cannot miss it when
The
we
one-
have
The only.
Yes.
the only
Yes.
The only.